And as we welcome you back, we begin our second half. So far, not a tightly contested game, guys, but, you know, anything can happen.
Boy, what a great game for Gay. He's got 19 points, and he's chalked up 1 3-pointer on the day as well.
And, Clark, I'm sure that won't be the last one. A lot of times he can get hot and stay hot from beyond.
Jazz leading by 11. Kawhi Leonard is out there with Ibaka. Then there's J.R. Smith. Then there's DeAndre Jordan. And it's Jackson in at the 1. That's the 5 to begin the second half for Doc Rivers. It's stolen by Ibaka. And it goes out of bounds. That one is off Smith.
And with a pause here, how about the stats for Kawhi Leonard? Putting up about 25 points per game, 7 rebounds, and 4 assists. He has been at his most dynamic, no question about it, a real handful.
Well, he's operating at the highest level right now, one of the truly elite talents in the NBA.
The drive by Gay. Oh!
Tell you what, he's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Absolutely insane with that dunk.
Well, now they're starting to rub it in, aren't they? Have to build up a lead, and here we go, folks. It's showtime.
That was a Kodak moment right there. The more plays they make like that, the more they'll have these guys on the ropes.
The Clippers have made 7 out of 9 when they've stepped to the line. Jordan no good on the free throw.
You know, a career high for DeAndre Jordan in free throw attempts a game, almost 6 a game. And a lot of those actually came from the hack of Jordan tactic.
Here's Jackson. Jordan sets the pick for Jackson. Smith outside. Jordan the screen. The drive by Smith. Terrific design on the pick play, and he lays it in. Smith's got 19 points.
Great way to start the half. Easy layup against some soft D.
And they double up Gay. Favors passes to Conley. Just 5 on the clock. And the rejection by Ibaka. And it's out of bounds. Utah able to retain possession here. First minute and a half of basketball here in the third quarter. Count that one. 11 points for Rudy Gobert.
Now there's something for the top 10 highlight reel right there. A layup can be just as sweet and as pretty as a dunk sometimes.
Jackson up top, covered by Conley. Leonard with no one around. From outside, off the mark.
Boy, even though he missed, you can't give up that kind of a look very often.
Better to be lucky than good sometimes. Fortunately, they didn't get burned on that one.
Conley dishes to Mitchell. All sorts of time. Kept alive. Here's Gobert. And the powerful one-handed slam.
And a few more points tacked on to their lead and in the cruelest way possible.
You're right. Yeah, those putback jams sting, don't they? My goodness.
Yeah, they really hurt you. I mean, the defense forces a miss and then can't rebound it and finish off the defense. They're hanging their heads in their chest now. They've shown effort and aggression in the paint right from the tip. Their rebounding edge is impressive.
And they're giving themselves extra possessions and have taken advantage of it, and that's critical. You can shoot a few lesser percentage if you're getting more opportunities at the rim.
Los Angeles making a switch here. Foy's checked in. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Favors with the screen. Conley against Jackson. The drive by Gobert. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Just Mr. Reliable again here today, Kevin. I mean, they need his points, and he's producing.
Jackson kicks to Ibaka. Back to Jackson. Six on the shot clock. Ibaka outside. The Clippers rebound. The tray. Jackson can't get that one to fall. Jazz leading by 17. Gay passes to Conley. Oh, and he's going up for the alley-oop here. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Here's Leonard. And, yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim. Leonard's got 18 points.
And he should thank the team for those 2 points. Nobody paid much attention to him on that play.
Conley takes it into the teeth of the D and converts the layup.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
Yeah, it's really been quite a contrast. I like the way they're attacking the middle at their offensive end.
Pass to Jackson. Gobert with the block. And so the ball out of bounds. Gobert touched it last. Bogdanovich is checked in for Gobert. Clock at 4. Leonard dishes to 4. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. Foy's got 5 points so far. Jazz have gone 6 of 9 from the floor here in the second half. They've got to be happy with that.
And really, the last few seasons, the Clippers have been one of the most consistently strong teams in the league. A far cry from when they were a bottom feeder back in the day. They have become one of the premier franchises in the NBA. Only took them a few seconds to answer the three ball with one of their own.
Greg, we've got a three-point battle taking shape here.
Jackson kicks to Leonard. Shot from the wing. Second chance shot, and Jordan with the nice inside bucket. Jordan's got 4 points this quarter.
The defense has not been able to keep the ball out of the paint at that end of the floor.
And I'd be interested to know just how many of these attempts have come from inside of 5 feet.
Mitchell kicks to Conley. Gay, a screen on Jackson. Favors with the screen. Mitchell passes to Gay. He got right to the cup using that screen. Gay's got 25 points in the game. Greg, as you said about the Clippers, the days of finishing near the bottom every year are over. Clark, a lot of that is doctorate.
Exactly. Since 2012, Kevin, they've had the third best record in the NBA. A lot of loyal fans stuck it out with the team during the dark days, and now they're reaping the fruit.
J.R. Smith's checked in for Randy Ford. Burke, he's checked in for Utah. Clippers trail by 17. Outside Jackson. Leonard on the wing. Fades back. Off the left rim and out. The Jazz have gotten 8 of their 11 shots to drop since the break. A great third quarter for them offensively. Here's Gay. Nice ball movement by Utah. Favors can't get it to go.
And that's the shot he has to take.
Exactly. That's the right look. The decision was good. He just didn't execute.
And again, it's the Clippers missing.
One made three formed for the game. Does he focus closer in? Let's see.
Burke with it. He's picked up by Jordan. Burke dishes to Favors. Gay, a screen on Jackson. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. You know, you work hard all season, Greg, to try and get into the playoffs, then get a favorable first-round matchup. How about the Clippers last year? Followed those steps. They're rewarded with the first-round matchup against the defending champions of the league, the San Antonio Spurs.
And not only were the Spurs the defending champions, but they came in playing terrific basketball down the stretch, which is kind of what they are noted for. And the Clippers, though, did well, even though that was the case.
Nicholas Batum, he's checked in for Los Angeles. And he makes both free throws.
Boy, I tell you, it was a tough road for the Clippers in the playoffs. They get by the Spurs in round 1 in a 7-game emotional series, then immediately have to go up against the Rockets in round 2.
Jackson kicks to Ibaka. Jordan the screen. For 3, Smith. It's hauled in by Gay. Gay's got rebound number 5 here tonight. The feed to Mitchell. From 13 feet, it goes down. Mitchell's got 13.
And we all remember the Clippers would go up 3-1 against the Rockets. They had that 19-point lead in the fourth quarter of Game 6, but couldn't hold on to it and lose Game 7. And it was one of the biggest series collapses, really, in postseason history.
Jazz leading by 19 points. Burke kicks to Mitchell. 13 feet away. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Clark, they've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a little bit of cottonmouth here. Dry spell for sure.
Batum wide open. He fires. Good, the assist that time from Smith. Batum's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Burke kicks to Bogdanovich. Gay, a screen on Batum. Here's Bogdanovich. Terrific design on the big play, and he lays it in. And the Jazz lead by 18.
They're forcing the ball inside, and it's working beautifully.
It really is. 5 out of 6 of their last field goals have come from the paint.
Jackson misses.
You know what? He's just stone cold right now. Really not sure if he's their best option offensively as they try to get back in this game.
Back to Jordan. Puts up the baby hook. The rebound by the Jazz. Favors got his 8th rebound here tonight. Kicks it to Burke. Gay passes to Bogdanovich. Out of bounds, the Clippers take possession. Here we are in November. Let's see how things are shaking out in the West early in the season. Look at Utah. They like where they stand right now, perched in that topmost position. And, of course, there's Los Angeles. They're in 5th place.
You know, for Los Angeles, this hasn't been the breakout season that many were predicting, but they're still very much in the hunt for a high postseason seed, and that will keep them focused here during the season's final stages.
And they need to stay focused. I mean, they have to ensure they hang on to a high seed. It's imperative for them.
Gay sets the pick for Burke. Pass to Gay. The three-pointer off the mark. Clippers trail by 18. The dish now to Batum. That's good, and it's Jackson with the assist that time. Jackson's got 5 assists in the game. Feeds it to Bogdanovich. Gay, a screen on Batum. And Bogdanovich kicks to Favors, and he dunks it down.
Now, that was an incredible reverse throwdown right there. Tremendous body control.
I'd even go as far to say, Clark, that was a punctuation dunk. Huh?
I can feel that.
Sending a message.
How about,
sir.
guys, that's one of those dunks that you probably want in your career highlight reel.
Outside Jackson, just 5 to shoot. The Clippers need to get off a shot. Three-pointer, and Nicholas Batum the bucket on the assist by Smith. 8 points for Nicholas Batum.
The defense is far too slow to close out on those three-point attempts.
And those triples, they sure do add up quickly, don't they? I mean, they've got to make some kind of adjustment here.
And they're pushing it up. Smith wide open. He fires. Here's Jordan. Banked in off the glass. Jordan's got 6 points in the quarter.
Guys, he's actually indefatigable. He never gives in, never gives up on a play, and that's what it takes to be a great offensive rebounder. You've got to be relentless.
And then Mitchell with the dunk.
Boy, he's just dangling from the rim after sending it through there.
You can see which team now has the swagger, Clark, right now.
Yeah, it's with them.
And, guys, that swagger can backfire because you don't want to get your opponent a little too riled up.
At the elbow, it's Ibaka. It's good, the assist that time from Smith. Smith's got 4 assists now tonight.
He just couldn't get a hand in the face on that one.
That's using what you got. He's got a height advantage, put it to good use there, and got himself a clean look.
Here's Bogdanovich, and it's the Clippers with the rebound. Jordan's got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. Now here's Jackson, 5 points in the game. Wing shot on the way. Offensive rebound, and DeAndre Jordan throws it down. That gives him a double-double in this one. 10 points and 11 rebounds.
And how about the offensive rebound with a little extra punch on the putback?
You're right, Greg. As they look to trim the deficit, could we see them send a few more bodies to the boards from here on out? Maybe, just maybe.
Well, I don't think it would be a bad idea, Kevin. I mean, they could use all the second chance points they can get.
Almost uncontested. I mean, it's nice to be able to add to the lead without having to really work for it.
Jackson with it. Jordan the screen. That will count. He got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. Utah out in front. They lead by 13. And we're coming back in just a moment. Get ready for the fourth quarter of action when we return. And we're getting underway here in the fourth quarter. The scoreboard tells the story in this matchup, but we'll see how much things change up here. Clippers trail by 13, and so in the game for the Jazz. They've got Gobert, Conley out there with Jordan Clarkson, and it's Ingles in at the small forward. Pick by Bargnani. 5 on the clock. Batum for 3. Gobert pulls it in. Gobert's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Clarkson dishes to Conley. And he drops it in from the low post. Conley's got the fourth quarter going with the first basket of the period here for the Jazz. Outside Jackson. Dishes it to Smith. Ingles with the rebound.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be because he is so strong in the paint.
Jazz passing it around. No one near Conley as he lets it go. Drops in the tray. Conley's got 5 points in the quarter. Clippers trail by 18. And here's Jackson. Smith outside. Fires the three. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. Jackson's got 6 assists now in the game.
And that's another three. And if the defense is hoping that they don't heat up from out there like they did in the first half, they may be in for a real bad surprise. And you know what? Very close to a three-point play right there.
Yeah, he almost got that one down. I mean, those are the kind of aggressive plays coaches love to see.
And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Jazz.
And I like how they've taken the high percentage shot in the paint. In that first half, we saw them doing it, and they've continued to succeed as the game has worn on.
Another thing they've done tonight well is share the ball. So many of their points have come off of good, crisp passes.
Los Angeles making a switch here. Leonard's checked in. And a switch here also for Utah. Gay's checked in.
And we all know Utah is a very young team. Last year, only the 76ers were younger. Still very competitive given the age and the lack of experience from this group.
Smith, the pass to Bargnani. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. It's going to be on Rudy Gobert. Clark, an interesting fact about the Jazz and their age last year. At one point, they didn't even have the oldest starting 5 in the state of Utah. Now think of this. The starting 5 of BYU, Greg and I were just talking about this, had an older average than Utah did.
Yeah, amazing. You look at the ages of Exum and Gobert and Favors. Makes sense that would be the case. Guys, Bargnani was compared to several other international players when he came out. Some said he was Nowitzki. Others thought he might be more like Yao Ming in terms of impact. Ming was the only other player taken 1 overall who had never played high school or college hoops.
And going back to international comparisons, Bargnani was keeping some pace with Nowitzki over his first 5 years, but that's when the injury bug laid into him, and that's not been the case.
You know, and Bargnani was really starting to play great on the offensive end and defensively. That athletic ability there.
The rim rattler.
Just a remarkable jam. These fans' jaws are on the ground right now.
That's straight up Showtime stuff right there, baby. Major highlight reel material.
Smith sets the pick for Jackson. The pass to Leonard. Fires from deep. Gobert pulls it in. Gobert's got 9 rebounds now tonight. Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. Here's Gay, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Gay's got 10 points in just the second half.
Almost an impossible shot to block in the post. The defender can't give up that much of a height advantage and expect to contest it.
Here's Bargnani. No good on the shot, a bit long that time. Jazz leading by 20. Conley kicks to Clarkson. To the middle. Here's Gobert. Goes to the reverse layup and drops it in.
What an incredible run they're on right now. Offense as well as I've ever seen it played.
Every single guy on their team with the absolute Midas magic touch, shooting the lights out here.
The drive by Jackson. Reggie Jackson had made some noise about wanting a big contract to be moved last year. Ultimately, he was traded to Detroit.
Yep, Kevin traded from the Thunder to the Pistons, and it actually happened on deadline day.
Taking 2 shots.
First free throw is good.
And for Reggie Jackson, the league is going the right way in terms of his skill set. Everyone loves the guard who can shoot well enough to bust the zone as well as make plays for others and at the rim. And Jackson is that guy.
That's also good. So he hits both free throws. And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter. Conley kicks to Gay. And Aldridge sends it back. Ingles. There's His three-pointers off the mark. Clippers trail by 20. Leonard attacking. That's good, and it's Jackson with the assist that time. 20 points for Kawhi Leonard. And back to Jackson. He really took on the playmaker role after being traded to the Pistons. As a Detroit player, he averaged over 9 assists a game, Clark, which would have put him 4th overall in the league had it been for a full campaign.
Loved his aggressiveness, which led to opportunities for his teammates, but it also led to turnovers. That part of his game he's got to tighten up.
Picked by Bargnani. Leonard on the wing. The baseline J. Offensive rebound. The shot's good from Aldridge.
They've gotten some good second chances here in the second half, and that kind of extra effort will go a long way into cutting into this deficit.
And the basket by Ingles.
There's 6 points on consecutive 3 balls. They're finding holes in this defense.
No doubt the defense had better play a little tighter.
Smith outside. He dishes it to Aldridge. Screen by Smith. Here's Jackson. Loses his man off the screen and lays it up and in. Jackson's got 4 points this quarter.
How about that eclipse? What a screen by Smith.
Gobert the screen. Here's Ingles to the left side wing. Clarkson rebounded by Jackson.
He's got to be disappointed with himself on that one. He has got to knock those down. Such a strong finisher on the fast break.
And Greg, I love the fact he's always in control. Even though he's going at breakneck speed, he still maintains his body control.
They set the pick. Out to Conley from outside the arc. And the Jazz another 3.
The defense a step slow, and you can see the results.
Greg, that's 3 in a row from out there now, so they've got to do a better job contesting.
Passes it to Bargnani.
And just way too early to tell how this year's group of rookies will turn out. But just from an early look, they seem to be a group that can contribute. Definitely not going to be a class with a small impact on the league. And how about that one-man fast break?
I love the power finish at the end of it, too.
Jackson dishes to Smith. He feeds it to Aldridge. Outside Leonard, 6 to shoot. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Leonard's got 24 points. With the 2015 draft class, the big thing is how many guys are polished coming into the NBA. It's a good blend of raw talent and certainly skill.
Yeah, I like the way you said that. This class will always be headlined by the 2 big men, but there's a lot of value throughout the rest of the draft, too.
Los Angeles has gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the 4th quarter. Conley against Jackson. Smith outside. Goes up on the wing. Gobert pulls it in. Gobert's got the glass covered here tonight. 11 boards for him. And count it, the shot is good. He'll go to the free throw line.
You know, one aspect of their play today that's really been tight and far superior is their passing.
And that kind of flow can be elusive, but the great offenses have it, and that's just what they've shown here tonight.
Serge Ibaka, he's checked in for Cole Aldridge. And Utah with a change here, too. Derek Favors checked in for Joe Ingles. Free throw good. Clarkson.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
100% since halftime? Come on now. I'm not sure this lead's going away anytime soon with that kind of marksmanship.
And here's Leonard from 3. Another miss by Leonard. Utah has gone to three-point range for 12 of their points in the final quarter on 4 of 5 shooting. Clarkson kicks to Gay. Gobert with a screen on Leonard. The timely screen gave him a step, and he took it all the way. And that's 31 points for Gay. For Los Angeles, they've gone 6 of 13, so just above 46% on their field goal attempts here in the quarter. Jackson passes to Leonard. to halt the run. Rebound, Utah.
You rarely see him missing dunks, but the defender was right in his face on that one, and it threw him off just enough.
It's deflected. It's stolen by Smith.
Well, it seems like this is something we've said quite a bit the last few years, but now we really feel like we're in a golden age for point guards. So many point guards on so many teams are the leaders and best players on their teams. You can name a dozen all-star level point guards in the league right now.
Conley kicks to Gay. Gobert with a screen on Bargnani. Out to the wing. 5 on the clock. Here's Clarkson. And the 3 off target. LA's gone into a funk from downtown in the fourth. Only one of their 5 3-pointers has found the bottom of the bucket. A wide open look here for Ibaka. That's good, and it's Jackson with the assist that time.
That shot becomes effortless for him when the D is so relaxed. They've got to get more intense.
Gay outside. Gobert with a screen for Gay. Lets a floater go. And here comes Leonard leading the fast break. The shot no good. Good work defensively by Conley. Jazz shooting 59% up to this point. They're working for great shots, and they're hitting them. And they go to the intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
Here's what the Clippers are going with right now. Cole Aldrich, he's checked in for Ibaka. Batum comes in for Kawhi Leonard. Archie Goodwin, he's checked in for Smith. And it's Foy in for Jackson. A nice shot by Bogdanovic.
He's definitely turned things around in this game. I mean, he was more of a background player in the first half. He's jumped center stage now.
Now Batum.
You know, it hasn't always been the case in the NBA, but parity is at a great spot right now. Every team can compete for a title or end up last in their conference, it seems. It's something the NBA wanted and ultimately now has achieved.
Pass to Lyles. Nice ball movement by Utah. Ingles dishes to Burke. And a miss there on the triple.
Hey, they got the shot they wanted off of that pick, but it just doesn't fall.
Yeah, it didn't go down, but you'll take that shot every single time, Greg. That's good offense.
Goodwin kicks to Batum. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Batum's got 11 points here in just the second half. And speaking of NBA parity, it's impossible to go from last to first in a single year, but it can happen in a 3-year span.
And that's all you really want from a fan's perspective, hope. To illustrate the parity, all 4 teams in the conference finals from last year were different from the year before.
And out of bounds as the Clippers gain possession.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Jazz.
And they could do no wrong today, Steve. That's right. This was a team performing to its Clark fullest capabilities.
Yeah, and a very satisfying win for them, too. A game to remember, and on the other side, definitely one you want to forget as soon as possible.
And so that moves their record to 11 wins on the year.
And tonight, they took the time they needed, made the plays they had to when they had to, and that's why they're going up 1-0 in their 3-game season series against the Clippers.
Just a quality win, and you look at the box score and some really good numbers for Gay. He was doing everything right, and the points came in bunches. Definitely had the hot hand.
A shot by Batum, no good. It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Shoots off the screen. Bogdanovic, no luck. Now here's Goodwin. He's tightly guarded, and that one goes in as he is fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts at the line. He throw good. Goodwin. Here's Burke. And so it's Utah easily grabbing the win. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
And now we'll send it down to Doris Burke, who's standing by courtside.
Well, Mike, when you take a look at how this team's been playing over the last several games, are you happy with the way things are gelling?
Yeah, you know, I think we're playing very well. I think we're finally getting the chemistry that we want, and everybody's playing hard right now.
All good things contributing to victories, Mike. We appreciate it. Gentlemen, back to you.
All right, Doris, great job. Thanks so much. And that'll do it, folks. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for tuning in. And now time to go to Ernie Johnson, who's alongside Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Ernie Johnson here again with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny Smith. Without further ado, let's present to you our Jordan Player of the Game, Rudy Gay. Just a monster first quarter of the game. He came out hot and just never cooled down. That boost he gave his team early on, a huge factor.
He flat out dominated. I mean, you see the kind of plays he was making all over the court. This is the game, no matter who they put on him, he wasn't going to be denied. His offensive power was in full effect.
As slashers go, Ernie, Rudy Gay is up there with the very best. He's got freakish physical ability. You talk about a guy who plays above the rim. Rudy can soar like a ha-ha.
And that wraps things up, folks. Thanks for joining us. For Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith, Kevin Harlan, and the rest of the 2K Sports crew, I'm Ernie Johnson. Good night, everybody.